Alright, so read us the question there, Angela.
A and B are mutually exclusive events.
Okay, so just before you go on, what does that mean? A and B are mutually exclusive. It means the probability of A and B is 0. Okay, go on.
That are equally likely to happen, and either of them happening is twice as likely as neither of them not happening.
Oh, wonderful. You'll have to say that sentence again. So the first part was fine. It says either of them happening.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I actually meant this. A or B. Oh no, he said equally likely. So I must mean PA equals PB. Either of them is equally likely. Okay, and the next part of the sentence?
Is twice as likely.
Oh, and this?
Yeah. That either.
No. Let's start the sentence again. Sorry.
Okay. A and B are mutually exclusive events that are equally likely to happen, and either of them happening is twice as likely as neither of them not happening.
And either of them happening is twice as likely as neither of them happening.
Okay.
Neither of them happening. So that means you don't get A or you don't get B. My goodness. Yeah, that's a hard one. What was I thinking when I wrote that? Sorry, I made that really hard. And I have no idea how I thought that up. So this here is 0, okay? And we'll call this X and this Y and this Z. So we know that actually PA equals PB, so that means X equals Y then. So that's there. So I've used that and that. So this one I still have to use now. So A or B is 2X, isn't it? Yeah. And then that's equal to twice not A. That's not A. And then not B. That's a 2. So you get 2x equals 4x plus 2z. So what does that give you? That gives you x plus z equals 0. Huh? Oh no, that's wrong. Something went wrong. Not A, x plus z. Not B. Not B is x. The probability of either of them happening is twice as likely as
neither of them not happening.
Oh, I'm sorry, I think I had this one wrong. Oh, stupid English. What does neither of them not happening mean?
Both don't happen.
Is it?
Both happen.
Oh.
Hang on.
Neither. Double negative thing.
Yeah, neither of them not happening.
None of them not.
Both of them happen.
That's definitely happen.
I would have thought both of them don't happen.
Did not happen.
Let me see.
That's
Thank you.
Neither.
A and B are mutually exclusive, that are equally likely to happen, and either of them happening, so that's A or B, is twice as likely as neither of them not happening. Neither of them not happening. Oh, for fuck's sake. Neither of them not happening. So none of them. So I really think that's actually not A and not B. You agree?
Yes.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Yes.
neither of them are not happening. So
Wait, Stephen?
Yeah.
Is either of them not happening?
Either of
Either
them?
means one does not happen and the other happens, but the other one, yeah, and vice versa.
If you say neither of them happening, it's more like none of them happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
true.
The opposite is both
So
of them
is
happening.
neither of them not happening?
So is it Z?
they're the same, no, and
Yeah.
neither of them.
That's
Is it two
both of
Z?
them
Oh,
happening.
so you the same thing.
I think
It's
it's
two
both of
negatives,
them
like
happening.
double negatives, which is a
It's
plus.
English, no math.
It is English right now. Neither of them not okay, so this is not happening, and neither of them not happen.
That means
So this not A and not B.
Yeah, maybe.
We could ask Connell, he's upstairs. Let's just see what happens. So what's not oh no, but this is what I had a minute ago, isn't it?
No, you had
No, I had something different, didn't I?
union.
Oh yeah, sorry. So not A is XZ intersect not B. So it's just Z, is it? 2Z.
Yeah, that's
So X equals Z. So is X equal to 1 over 3? What's the answer at the back?
yeah, 0.033.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, you'll never get a question like that in the exam. It's too messy. Who's your EAP teacher?
Yeah.
Ask him what neither of them not happening means. See what he thinks. I think you might be right though. Perhaps I should have really have said neither of them happening rather than not happening. So I'll change that. I'll try to remember to change that.
It's like two knots.
Yeah, I get that. What page was that? 100. Okay. Can you open Moodle? We'll have a look at an exam question. Okay, sorry, you have that now. Let's have a look at Moodle. Oh, sorry, did you write this down? Yep.
Sorry, Stephen, why did you change classes?
I don't know. Dennis needed the room or something. I think it's just for this morning. I don't like this room either. Right, let's open up Moodle. Well, you can open it up quicker than me. So I want you to scroll down to look at the exemplar EOS 2 final exam. Actually, rather than me wasting time opening it, I'll just. Do you have it open there, Angela?
Yeah, okay, 15, 16.
Is it called exemplar?
Exemplar, final exam, okay.
Well, I'll open it up here. So I want to try and find the question that we've done this semester so far. So let's see, let's start section A. So maybe you can just tell me what I'm loading here, Angela. What's A1 about?
Yeah, it's just opening.
Okay. Do you have it, Mubarak?
A1 is
Equation of the line? Okay, so that's the semester 1 topic. A2?
inequality.
Inequalities.
That's semester 1.
GP.
Geometry.
That's semester 1, okay?
Log.
Log.
Semester 1.
Trigonometry,
check.
like sine theta.
Yeah, that's still semester 1.
Normal to the curve.
Still semester 1.
Yeah.
Different implicit difference.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet. Okay.
Integration by parts.
Haven't done that yet.
Mean and variance.
Haven't done the variance part, but we've done the mean part, so what's next then?
Probability.
Probability.
Right, good. What type is it like
yeah, union
Union
and
sets.
yeah.
Good, okay. Let's do that. How much time is that? Or I mean how many marks is that?
4.
4 marks.
Okay. I'll give you 4 minutes to try it and then I'll put the answer on the board. Yeah, good. That's a good example. So 4 minutes. I have it on the screen, Michelle, if you need it as well. Think you got it? Maybe. You think you have it over there? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. So that's been nearly 4 minutes. Nearly 4 minutes. So you should be wrapping it up now. Bear, how's that one going? Think you got it?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Will we have a look at it now? Guys? Yeah? Yeah. Did you get an answer? No, Venn diagram box. It's a start. Let's have a look. Okay. So, two sets and universe. A is 0.35, B is 0.54, and A union B is 0.65. So what I'll do is, as normal, we'll call the middle one X. And probability of A is 0.35. So that means this one here is 0.35 minus X.
0.54
And then the other one is 0.54. Is it 0.54
minus X.
minus X? And you also know that A union B is 0.65. So if you add these all together, you should get 0.65. So that means 0.35 minus X plus 0.54 minus X should equal 0.65. Cancel. Cancels. That's 0.89
Yeah.
minus X equals 0.65. So X is the difference between 0.24, is it? Okay, so if you go back to your Venn diagram, you can actually properly fill it out now. So that's 0.24. What's that? 0.09?
0.11.
Oh, 0.11, sorry. 0.11 and then 0.30.
30, yeah.
And altogether, what does that make?
0.65.
Of course, 0.65. So it means the outside, which I never actually wrote here, which we knew, is 0.35. Right, so what did they ask us to calculate? They asked us to calculate A intersect B. Well, that's just the X. That's 0.24. And then A given B, isn't it? Yeah. And A given B is A and B over B. Actually, both these things you know. It's 0.24 over 0.35.
5-4.
5.4.
5-4.
That's B.
B is 5.4.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Mixing up A and B.
4-9.
4 ninths?
Yeah.
4 ninths. Okay, that's very similar to what we were doing in class, right? Kind of similar.
So,
Yeah.
for the first one, I used the probability of A plus probability of B minus B.
Yeah. There's a formula here which you can use, but I like to. No, I'll write the formula down that I think you're using. You said A or B, is it?
A plus
Yeah, probability of A and B.
A and B, yeah. Equals probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A union B. No, that's fine. That's fine. It amounts to doing the same thing that I did.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't show the class this formula is because I don't think it's in the book, formula book. But yes, you can use it if you like, no problem.
It's the same without the X's.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was getting at here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, continue. Yeah. So, Abir, where did it go wrong, or did it go right?
No, it went wrong.
Huh?
It went wrong,
Where?
the Venn diagram.
Ah. Did you label something X?
Yeah,
Which part?
the middle, but then.
Oh, okay. Your birthday, Michelle? No?
That's it?
No. Okay, let's see. We can't quite do 11 or 12 yet, so let's have a look at section B. That's...
Semester 1.
Yeah, kind of is, isn't it? But not the next parts we haven't done. I'm trying to see if there's the scatter plot.
I hate scatter.
Let's see. Before... Oh, is it on a Venn diagram?
Yeah, B for B.
Mm. And... And B5. Right, let's have a look at just this part here. Ooh, power low.
B5 is scattered there.
But isn't it not plugged in? I guess it just wasn't pushed in all the way. Okay, let me just zoom out a bit here. So what do we want here? Oh, actually, you could actually do B and C here. Yeah. So how about we just start with B? It's quite short. 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark.
Or switch shade, right?
Yeah, they just want you to shade in these 3 regions. That's all. 1 mark each.
Shade in. Oh, shade.
We're doing our book or we're doing
Take your pen and shade it in on your computer screen, please.
wow.
Yes, Mubarak, in your book, thank
I'll
you.
tell you, maybe we'll
It-
like do it on the board, like just this is this is that, this is that.
Yeah, but I want you to try first. Mubarak, I forgot to ask you, what were you trying to ask during the middle of the active listening? You stuck your hand right up when everybody's listening, and like, I'm talking, I'm thinking, flipping Mubarak, it would be him that, but what could he possibly be asking? So what on earth was your question?
You were saying something, it wasn't in the book, and I wanted to ask you if it was just mine, because like there was 3 things repeated, and yeah,
Are we talking about the active listening?
yeah.
You wanted to ask what?
There was something you were talking about that
Yeah.
wasn't in my paper. So I was trying to call like
Oh,
one
the-
of them's attention if it was just my paper.
The aims, the tips.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. It wasn't in the paper. And there was like 3 repeated boxes, so I wanted to know if they accidentally repeated my boxes.
It's the same paper for everyone.
I realized that. That's why I put my hand back down.
Good call. 3 of the slides are the same.
Yeah.
Printing error, I guess. It's strange that nobody noticed that. Oh well.
I just.
There wasn't a lot of information on the slides anyways,
Yeah.
so...
I just. What I usually do is just look at the headings and write 3 different things. Write them.
Anyways, what's most important, Mubarak, is that you understand everything,
Yeah.
and you felt like you summarised it. So, all good.
You're actually a good lecturer.
Yeah.
Good. You found it interesting?
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't say thank you.
Huh?
You didn't say thank you.
No, you should be thanking me.
I'm actually confused. What's the difference between 2 and 3?
Looks pretty similar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll shade it down in a second.
Yeah, I'm not shading till you shade.
Alright. Let's have a look here.
What's that weird symbol on the side? And
Which symbol?
there's a symbol on the side.
Oh, that's just E for the universe.
Oh.
Okay, there's A, there's B. And there's the universe. A intersect B complement. So there's A intersecting B complement. So that's that one. So that's the first one. Okay?
Yeah.
The next one is A union B complement. I'll put that in green. A union B complement is this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, euros.
no.
Yeah, that's
What?
That's
It's correct.
No.
If you don't trust me, trust Mubarak.
I trust you, but
Ah, she doesn't trust you, Mubarak. Dang. Question, yeah?
I'm confused.
No, you did it. That's what you did.
That was not what I did. I shaded just the outer part.
Yeah, the second
Yeah.
one is for the green. That's what you did. You only shaded the outer part.
Okay.
Trust me.
A complement, union, B complement.
That's everything.
So A complement is outside, let me put it in black here. A complement is outside A, which is that.
Yeah.
Union B complement, which is outside B.
It's everything.
It's everything except the centre.
Yeah.
That's what you got, yeah. So it's
Everything except the center.
smooth. Alright. I think in the exam you'll need 3 different diagrams. Yeah, because it's too messy on one diagram. Yeah, it's okay. Let's see. So the C part. A student is chosen at random. X denotes the event that the student is aged 18 years or under. It's a bit strange. Y denotes the event that the student is aged 20 years or over. And Z the event that the student has blue eyes. Yeah. Which 2 events are mutually exclusive? Give a reason. Okay, so I'll let you try and answer this. Oh, look, this guy's back. A complement intersect Y complement. Describe in words, and then they give you some numbers. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes for that. Off you go. Finished, Mubarak? Yeah? Or stuck? You're finished? Yeah? Let's see. So it's still about a minute and a bit left for if you were doing this in an exam. Okay, let's start to have a look now if you're ready. Which two events are mutually exclusive here?
X and Y.
X and Y, good. Because you can't, and the reason, you can't be both 18 and under and 20 and over at the same time. So it's X and Y because you can't be both, what is it? 18, so you can't be less than 18 years old and more than or equal to 20. More than or equal to 20 years old at
It's
the
less
same
than
time.
Or equal to.
I thought it was more than 20.
No, I'm saying less than or equal to 18. Just less than 18.
No, it's close bracket.
The student is age 18 or under, sorry, yeah. At the same time.
In,
Yeah.
your explanation in class, I think you said something about not putting on both sides, like less than or equals to on both sides.
No, I'm not making a mathematical statement. I'm just using the symbol as shorthand English. So I'm just too lazy to write both less than and equal to 18. I just brought the symbol. Because you read the symbol as less than or equal to. So I just couldn't be bothered to write all those words out.
I just wrote that the student cannot be in both sets.
Oh, no. No, because that's not really a reason.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay? What's the next one?
Describe the mode.
Yeah, so who is a not A and a not Y?
19 years old.
A 19 or older student without Y is blue eyes, isn't it?
Just
See.
19.
Oh, no, sorry.
That is
Oh, it's a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because not X means 19, 20, 21, 22, etc. And not Y means 19, 18, 17, 16. So the only way you can be both is if you're 19. Okay. So a 19-year-old is who that is. And now we have some numbers. Right, so find PZ. Okay, so the last one's actually not too bad. The last one you can use the formula because they tell you it's independent. So if they're independent, PY and Z equals PY, PZ. And they give us the info here. They give us PY, 0.55. They give us PZ. No, they want PZ. They give us the other one, 0.253 PZ. So it's just simply a matter of dividing, and what do you get?
0.46.
0.46 is the answer. Okay, it's okay, isn't it?
I think that's the only.
Continue?
Yeah.
Yeah? Sakura, continue? So let's see. That D part there is.
Mean and standard deviation.
We haven't done standard deviation yet, but.
We did.
Oh, we did do standard. Yeah, so actually, we've done this one. So you should be able to calculate this. So,
No, we didn't do standard deviation.
I know, I think we did now. Right, so we have time and we have frequency. We need to get the middle points here. So what's the middle of the first one?
1.
Yeah, it's 1. 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15. And what's the frequencies? 9, 22, 26, 15, and 4, and 2, is it? 2, 1, 1. Right, so how do we get the mean time here? So the mean would be 1 times 9. I don't think we need to, we'll just write it out, but how would you do it? It's 1 times 9 plus, what's the next one?
3 times 22.
And the next one?
5 times 26.
And then this continues until the end. All over. So what's on the bottom here? 9 plus 22 plus 26,
It's
etc.
80 in total, I think. 80. Because normally always
Okay.
yeah, they always give it in the question.
So we can save a bit of time and just write 80 there.
Yeah.
Right. And actually, I'll put it this way. So there's the mean of t, and the next question is what's the standard deviation? So I'll use this formula. Standard deviation is this one minus this one. Now, if you work this guy out, you should now already have this. You just square your last answer. So what have we to calculate next? This one. And the way we calculate it is like this. It's exactly, oh, you have this one. What is it? 4.95. Thank you. The only difference between the t squared and the t, in fact, I could even write it here. Let me just put this in. You said this is 4.95 squared. So the only difference, look, the only difference between the average of t and the average for t squared is what? You just square all the times.
Yeah.
And then you have the next one. So if you had it on your calculator still, you could just backspace and put squares in. That's all. Huh? Let me see. Let me see. It won't take that long. Take a few seconds. You still have it? There.
And now 6 months.
So 1 squared is still 1. 3 squared. What's next?
5 squared.
5 squared. Next one?
7 squared. 9 squared. 11 squared. 13 squared. 15 squared.
11 squared. And then what's the next one? 13 squared?
squared and 15 squared.
No, what did I press? No. And 15 squared. Divided by 80. Right, so that one would work, that one works out to be 31.9. Was it exactly 4.95, Angela?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then sigma is the square root of the difference there. So that's 2.72. Yes, we were? What? What?
Thank you.
Okay. How many marks? Quite a lot, I think, for this one, huh?
6.
6. Oh, but the next one only for 1 mark. Where's the median? Which interval's the median? Well, if you have 80, yeah, who's the median? The 40th to 41st.
Yeah.
Those two guys in the middle. So, is it in the first box? No. The next one brings me up to 31? No. No, it must be in the third box. The
Yeah,
third one.
How do you write that?
Oh, you could just write 4 to 6.
Okay.
Is that it for 7 marks there?
Yeah.
Sorry, Stephen.
Yeah.
In UK, is there anything like threshold?
No.
For what?
Because like some exams, okay, it's like even if you get like an A or you get a B,
Yeah.
they would like rate it with other people's
No,
grade
no, no,
across
no,
the
no,
world.
Okay, so what we'll do next time, next week we would have a look at this question. This is a scatter plot. Now this is exactly what I was talking about in class, exactly what I was talking about. The very first thing they have you do is to draw it. And then the next thing is to calculate sx squared and sxy.
How would they know we didn't already calculate it and then draw the line of best fit?
Now, just a second. This sx and this sxy, that's not the same thing as what I did in class because there's a different case.
Right.
I did sx in class, and that, what did that mean? It means sum of all the x.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see that there's a small sx?
Yeah.
Now that's going to catch people out, but that should make sense because why would they ask you this if they just gave it to you for 4 marks? So I just want to show you something in the formula book. I have the formula book on Moodle, don't I?
Yeah.
Well, mine's going quite slow. Could you open the formula book? Could you all open the formula book?
I think the Wi-Fi's open, so.
But some people might be on their phone, so. I think it's just my computer going slow.
It's the Wi-Fi.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. She has it.
You have it? Angela, do you have it?
No, I've been logged out and logged
I'm
in.
saying Chidera has it.
Do you see the page where it has the formulas for the scatter plots? Do you have the formula book open? You have the formula book? No?
Really? Which is it?
Okay, I got it.
I got it. Okay, well I'll just borrow your phone, Angela, and I can then tell you what page to look at. Yeah, thank you. So... Oh, you have it.
It's open.
It's open. I clicked it and nothing happens. Click.
What did you click?
I clicked the link.
You downloaded it 3 times.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Now, if you have the formula book open, it's, where is it? Page. Oh, Chidera, that formula you mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
they've added that to the formula book now. So, well, you knew the formula already, but they added it in. You can tell that they added it in because it's in a different font to the rest of the formula book. So it was added in recently. Yeah, if you look at the top of page 7 of the formula book. Here you go.
Oh.
Well, we still have to do those. We'll do them later today or maybe next class. But there is formulas given for Sx and Sy, and their meaning I'll explain in class. Oh, come on. So, for example, Angela, what is Sx here, the formula they give you?
Root.
Oh, and sorry, before you go on, just again to emphasize, this is small Sx, not big Sx, which we did in class. So, yeah, what is it? Root
Sigma. No, the
Sum?
The sum. N.
Yeah,
I equals 1 down.
yeah.
Xi squared.
Okay, so that's actually S, big S, XX
Over n
over N.
minus
Yeah.
mean of x squared.
The mean of X squared, which would be sum of X over N. That's the mean, isn't it? S squared. So they give us these two in the question. Do you see? Oh, it's closed it now. But I think at the start of the question they wrote down this, didn't they? I think so. Anyways, don't worry. You actually can't do this question quite yet because it comes up more in the next lesson. The small s. We've only done the big S at the moment. Yeah, it's given in the question underneath the box, isn't it? Can you see there's some X? Yeah. Anyways, that's for later. Maybe, actually, what are we doing later today? Let's see. Yes. Yes. I
We
think.
have one.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, sorry, we'll finish there and we'll talk about the those big S's,
Small.
small S's later then. Alright, let's just go there.